The NBA season is right around the corner. We're all excited to see our stars on the court again. Along with their much-awaited performances, there are also some stars whose trade seems pretty much inevitable. Most NBA trades don't end up happening, but there are always some names you can look out for. Now in this video, we're going to talk about the 5 NBA stars who are most likely to be traded this season. At number 6, we have Julius Randle from the New York Knicks. Donovan Mitchell, a 3-time All-Star, might not have been acquired by the New York Knicks, but that doesn't mean they won't make a deal before the 2022-23 season begins. In fact, a trade that would win over the majority of the fan support might be made. While Julius Randle won the Most Improved Player title and made his first All-Star team in the 2020-21 season, his 21-22 campaign was a complete contrast. The forward struggled despite averaging 20.1 points, 9.9 rebounds, and 5.1 assists per game. Point guard Jalen Brunson joined the Knicks in free agency, making 3 players in New York's starting lineup who enjoy holding the ball in their hands. Being a ball-dominant player, Randle will have to accept an off-ball position. This might occur, but given Randle, it might not be successful. Given that Donovan Mitchell is another player who prefers to have the ball in his hands, there was talk that New York may deal Randle if Mitchell was traded. There has been speculation regarding a Randle trade even after Mitchell was sent to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Although there's obviously no certainty that the Knicks will move Randle, it looks like a possibility and is undoubtedly a subject worth researching, as it would allow Obi Toppin to start. Having said that, there are a few deals that the Knicks might look at if they decide to trade Julius Randle. At number 5, we have Draymond Green from the Warriors. A few weeks ago, Green's name would have been on this list. The Warriors will likely figure it out, according to multiple league sources who told NBC Sports not to expect a trade. But nothing is off the table now that the video of Green hitting Jordan Poole in practice went viral. Green is now absent from the Warriors by mutual agreement. After the Warriors' exhibition game on Sunday, Kevin Looney was straightforward in declaring that Green needs to put in more effort to regain the respect of the Golden State locker room. The Warriors may have to think about trading him this season if they can't rebuild that trust and are serious about not extending his deal at the price he demands. Bill Simmons made a controversial 3-way deal on the Low Post podcast that sent Green to the Lakers and brought Miles Turner to the Warriors. Green, though, might not be as valuable as people believe it to be. In the Warriors' switching style, his ability to guard players from 1 to 5 and to be the defensive coordinator is tremendously useful, but it doesn't work for every team. Plus, Green has struggled from beyond the arc, which has essentially restricted his scoring to the paint. Would Green survive in the same way elsewhere if he weren't a great match and thrived in the Warriors system? Many scouts aren't so sure. But a Green trade is certainly not absurd. At number 4, we have Russell Westbrook from the Lakers. Westbrook is an easy addition to the list, given that Lakers GM Rob Pelinka spent the entire summer looking for a deal that would satisfy them. Westbrook has behaved appropriately throughout training camp, including playing defense, setting picks, standing in the corner to shoot 3-pointers on occasion, and being a team player. But we're not sure of how long this will last. We'll be back to talking about what it would take to convince Rob Pelinka, who was recently extended, to send out both of the Lakers' first-round picks he can deal. If things start to go south, then a Westbrook trade will once again be on the table. The Pacers possess players that the Lakers have previously been interested in, and a desire to acquire more assets. The two teams have thus appeared to be natural trading partners in a Westbrook deal. The goals of both teams make such trade negotiations difficult, and for a number of reasons. A deal between the two franchises might not materialize. Whatever the case, discussions between the Lakers and Pacers are challenging due to the high salary, the accomplishment of an all-time great, significant assets, and a previous MVP all involved. A deal might need to be altered if, for example, the Lakers have a sluggish start to the season or the Pacers suffer an injury. Any potential transaction will need thorough consideration and negotiating. Otherwise, both teams could be better suited searching elsewhere for trades. At number 3, we have Miles Turner from the Indiana Pacers. Prior to the 2022-23 NBA season, center Miles Turner of the Indiana Indiana Pacers is reportedly back on the trade market. Turner, who has frequently come up in trade speculations over the past year, may be a part of a major deal involving the Phoenix Suns. Turner has never been an all-star and is underappreciated, but he fits the profile that teams are looking for in a modern big man since he's a skilled shot blocker with some switching ability. In Indiana last season, he averaged 4 3-pointers made at a 33.3% clip. He's a stretch 5 who would fit next to any 4 who loves to score inside and is simple to see opposite Anthony Davis in Los Angeles. There's pressure to find the perfect trade as quickly as possible since the Pacers are looking for the right one, but also don't want to start winning a lot of games in a rebuilding year and hurt their chances of winning the lottery. Turner's 2021-22 appearances were restricted to 42 due to a foot injury. He was placed on the sidelines in the middle of January, and after making no headway in his recovery, he was ultimately declared out for the remainder of the campaign. Turner may eventually switch teams this summer, whether it's to the Suns or to another team. At number 2, we have John Collins from the Atlanta Hawks. Another guy whose name has been on the trade market for more than a year is still playing for the Hawks because they haven't come up with a deal they like. At Media Day, both Collins and Atlanta GM Landry Fields discussed putting those speculations behind them and focusing on amassing a large number of victories. However, as the trade deadline draws closer, expect those whispers to resurface, especially if the Hawks fall short of expectations. Collins is a lively 4 who last season scored 16.2 points and 7.8 rebounds per game. He might benefit several teams. As the NBA trade deadline draws near, we might expect these teams to contact them once more depending on how he performs. Despite all the trade rumors, Collins and his coach now have a closer bond than ever. Collins was a military brat growing up and is unfazed by the idea of moving. When questioned about his outlook, Collins recalled the lessons his mother, Lyria Rissing Collins, a 22-year veteran of the USAF, had instilled in him. Never be selfish and keep it from affecting how well you perform. The Hawks are practicing for the upcoming season. The squad must move past the drama of the summer and last year's poor season. We can always rely on the Hawks and their dynamic power forward to take care of business both on and off the court. Finally, at number 1, we have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder, who are still building their team from scratch, are a youthful team and don't intend to win many games this year. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented athlete who consistently wins games. He'll remain with the Thunder to begin the season. If a team in need of a point guard and floor general approaches, the Thunder might be willing to give up draft assets or young players. He's one of the NBA's top young talents. It sounds like the Raptors would be interested in him if he were to ever become available. Toronto is keeping a careful eye on events in Oklahoma City where Gilgeous-Alexander may grow weary of overseeing a rebuild. Our star has not indicated that he wants to be dealt from the Thunder, but anything can happen in this wild league. The Raptors' interest in Gilgeous-Alexander isn't shocking. He's not only one of the NBA's top young prospects, but he's also a native of Toronto and played for the country's national team, which is led by none other than Nick Nurse of the Raptors. The Thunder may have another difficult season in 2022-23, but with Chet Holmgren returning, a top draft pick added, and the ongoing improvement of players like Gilgeous-Alexander and Giddey, they have a chance to be more competitive in 2023-24. The Thunder still have a chance to create something truly exceptional if everything goes according to plan. That's all for this video. Which of the players in our list do you think are likely to be traded this season? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content in the future. Thanks for watching. See you next time.